I'm a filmmaker. I had the freedom to make that choice. But how many other Indian women enjoy that same freedom? Does gender really matter in the choices they make in life? So I traveled across different parts of India to get answers to my questions. I met a cross-section of young women who I call gender benders.
A woman is no less than a man in any way.
It is a challenging job, but I don't find it difficult.
I would encourage more women to do this type of job.
As an auto rickshaw driver, I earn more money.
Toddy tappers collect fermented coconut liquor from the trees and sell it for a living. What made Sumalata become the first woman tapper?
My father fell from the tree and he broke his hand and also injured his kidney. My mother went to the plantation and asked everyone for help, but no one in the community came forward to support us. I saw my mother sitting under a tamarind tree crying. I couldn't see my mother suffer, so I decided to tap the trees myself. The local people came to my house to argue that I shouldn't climb trees and attacked my parents while I was in school. They broke my mother's hand and now she's not able to work. My father is also not fit enough to work.
From Warangal, I went to Varanasi, where I met a priest who explained why gender matters.
In a family where there are no sons, daughters are not valued because a daughter will get married and leave home.
So are families with only daughters doomed? 10-year-old Kavita is a regular school-going child. But outside of school hours, she's a professional barber. What prompted her to do this?
My parents had gone out and a man came and criticised my father.
A man came and started insulting my husband, saying he was useless and he would get another barber for the village. Our daughter had told him to stop insulting her father and said that if he wanted a shave, she would give him one.
I couldn't bear it, so I started doing the work myself.
She got a blade and said, "I will give you a shave." He said, "You were a kid, how can you do it? Don't talk nonsense, I'll hit you." She said, "Who are you to hit me and insult my parents?" So he challenged her to shave his beard, and he sat and got his beard shaved by Kavita. After the man left, her father asked her who had told her she was allowed to shave a man's beard. My daughter said she could not bear to see her father struggle alone.
I want to study and become a doctor.
And then I met a few people who had these views.
A daughter has to get married and leave home. 75% of women are not capable of managing a business.
What would they say about Suhag Khemlani, director of Technoclean India Private Limited?
When I got out of college, when I graduated, Dad had convinced me that I would give Technoclean a 6-month trial. And that was it. I just never left. There was no difference that was made between my brother and me being brought up.
The difference only lies in doing analysis of what their strengths are individually and what their weaknesses are.
For the first few years, I did have a problem, but I don't think that had much to do with me being a woman. It had more to do with me being 21, or I'd like to believe that.
They both are doing equally well in their own growth plans.
Anyone who's going to love me and marry me is going to know that a very big part of what I am is my work.
And there is absolutely no problem when you are getting married and moving out anywhere. You can still continue to do part of the business which you are looking after.
I think I can do a better job than a lot of men I know in this industry.
Each one of these women is doing this job because of survival, self-respect, and opportunity. So why does society play God and decide what a person can or cannot do on the basis of gender?